This week I am testing the Toyota HiLux Rogue. This is the dual cab 5-seater ute. Let's find out how good it is as a baby drive, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on our socials. The child seat section of this review is brought to you by Infosecure. In the back of the Toyota HiLux, there are Isofix in the two outer rear seats. They're not within plastic guides, but they're nice and easy to connect to. Now, there are only top tether anchorages for the two outer seats in the back here too. Behind each of the outer rear headrests there is a large fabric loop which you post the top tether strap through and across to the metal anchorage point behind the central seat headrest. So you can only have one from each of the outer seats going to that central point. You cannot have a child seat in the central seat using that metal anchorage point. Now, I could fit two Infosecure child seats in here really nicely. I have got the Adapt More rear-facing infant capsule behind me, and on the other side I have got the Attain More forward-facing child seat. Now, the great thing about this infant capsule is the base stays in the car. It stays attached, so you don't have to unattach and reattach the top tether anchorage every time you take your infant in and out, which you do with all other infant capsules. So that's fantastic. With this Adapt More in place, we can fit a 180 centimetre driver in front, which again is great news for families. On the other side of the car, I have got the Infosecure Attain More child seat forward facing, and we can easily fit a 180 centimetre passenger in front of that. Now, although you can't install another tethered child seat in the central seat, you can put an Infosecure versatile folding booster seat in here. That will fit nicely because it's not tethered. Or you can fit another passenger in the central seat here, really nice and comfortably. And the headroom is good in here too. To learn more about the child seats used in this video, just click on the link here. In the back of the Toyota HiLux, the storage is good. There's a fold down in the central seat back with two cup holders. They'll hold a reusable and a disposable coffee cup. There are map pockets in the back of both front seats that will hold but not conceal an iPad, and the door bins are a good size in the back here. They'll hold a refillable water bottle and an iPad, and there's little storage wells in the handles too. There are aircon vents in the back of the central console box in the HiLux, which is fantastic for keeping little passengers in the back nice and comfortable. Storage in the front is good too. There are two cup holders in the central console. They'll hold a reusable or disposable coffee cup, and in front of them is a phone well. Behind them there's another little storage area too, great for the keys or something like that. The central console box is a good size in here, and it's got a regular plug socket in it, which is great for plugging in an esky or your laptop. There's a glasses case in the ceiling, and there's another cup holder at the end of each end of the dashboard, which is fantastic news. They're my favourite. The door bins are a good size in here. They will hold a refillable water bottle and an iPad, and the little handle wells too. And there are two glove boxes in here. The regular one will hold an iPad and wallet with the manuals, and the one above will hold your wallet or your phone or something like that. The media system in the Toyota HiLux is pretty basic, which does make it easy to use. Now, it does have built-in sat-nav as well, which is great. It also has Apple CarPlay, which is fantastic, so you can access your apps and phone and things like that while you're driving. Now, when you put it into reverse, the camera image is a little bit small and blurry, but you can enlarge it, which is helpful. And you can turn the parking sensors off with a button down by the right knee. Now, you've also got a camera you can put on at any time, even while you're driving as well, with a couple of views down the side of the car as well. The tailgate of the HiLux opens really nice and easily. It does drop down heavily though, so you've got to make sure none of your little kids are around that area. Now, it's really nicely carpeted in the back here, which is a great feature for families, especially if you're going to be sliding your pram in and out. Now, also you've got this fantastic electric tray cover, which opens and closes really nice and simply with the buttons just on the back here. The tray space of the Toyota HiLux has remained unchanged from the previous model. To watch that review and to see how many prams and shopping bags fit in the tray, just click on the link here. Toyota HiLux Rogue is a beastie ute to drive. It's actually really good fun. Now the driving feels really solid and grounded on the road, and it's pretty capable off-road too. Now visibility is really good in here because you've only got 2 child seats installed in the back. You've got great visibility out of that central back seat, also the side mirrors as well. But if that's not enough, you do have cameras you can put on while you're driving along with a button down by your right knee. Now because you sit so high up, you can see really well around, so parking and manoeuvring in school and supermarket car parks is nice and easy, but also you've got good visibility as well while you're doing it. And I also found that the turning circle in here is surprisingly pretty small for a vehicle of this size. Of course the steering is heavier than you'd find in a car, which might make it a little bit trickier, but it's pretty easy for manoeuvring and parking. So to sum up with the Toyota HiLux, it does make a good baby drive. You can fit 2 secure child seats nicely in the back once you've worked out how to manage those top tether anchorages. And you can fit another passenger or versatile folding booster seat in the central seat. The legroom is good. You can fit a 180cm driver in front of that rear-facing infant capsule. The drive is really good in here and it does look great, and with the carpet and that electric tray cover, it's really practical for families using that tray, and you can fit whatever you need to in the back there, or any size fur baby. The media system is a little bit outdated in here, but it does have Apple CarPlay and the cameras are good.